Hello guys, so today we'll be looking at a simple experimental setup for us to be able to verify the Ohms law. So the first thing that we need to verify the Ohms law is our power supply. So this is our AC/DC power supply. We'll be using it for verification of the Ohms law. The next is our ammeter. Next is our voltmeter. So we are using a 3 and 5 voltmeter. Next, we'll be using our 1 ohms standard resistor. We'll be using wires for the experiment, and also we can also use a digital multimeter for the experiment to check if the circuit is continuous. What we are going to be doing is looking at the circuit diagram. The first thing is we have our power supply here, so we connect the power supply. Now please ensure you don't switch it on to avoid shock or any other thing. Now the next thing we do is that we connect, this is the output, the DC output, 12 volt DC output. So we connect this to the 3. We are not using the one for 1 ampere, so we are using the one for 3. We connect it like this, connect the positive to the positive here, then we connect a single wire, from the negative. Let's connect it to the negative. From the negative, we connect it to our to one end of the resistor. Okay, so connect it to one end of the resistor here. So we connect it to one end of the resistor, from the negative to one end of the resistor. Then we connect, this is the other terminal, the black. This is the negative terminal. So we connect the negative terminal. Look at it here. Connect the negative terminal. Everything here. We connect the negative terminal to the other end of the resistor. Connect the negative terminal to the other end of the resistor. Okay. Now the next thing we are going to do is to connect this resistor in parallel. Connect the resistor in parallel to the voltmeter. How do we do it? This is the positive terminal because this is where it's coming from. The current is coming from this side to this side. So we connect the 5 volts like this. And we attach it to this side here, loosen it a little bit. Then you add it. Okay, now this other part too, I'm going to connect it to the negative terminal of the voltmeter. So doing this now, I've been able to connect my voltmeter in parallel to the resistor. Now, so looking at this, I've been able to connect my voltmeter in parallel to the resistor. So let me run through the connection again. I make a connection from the positive terminal of the power source into this the positive side of the 3 ampere. Then I connect from the negative to one end of the resistor here, from here to here. Then I connected the DC out, the black, into the other end of the 1 ohm resistor. That means from here down to this side. Then I connected this in parallel, the voltmeter in parallel. How? I connected the positive side here, this side where current is coming in, to this one. and this one, and this side here to this one. So let me check if my circuit is continuous. To check if my circuit is continuous, I can use the multimeter and I'll switch it to this side to show if it's continuous. Then let me try and see. Okay, you see it's making noise, it's beeping. So okay, then I connect. Yeah, the circuit is continuous. So the next thing I'm going to do is check, switch it on. Wow. Okay, I'll switch it on. Okay, so you see, if I keep on increasing the voltmeter, the AC supply, just to verify Ohm's law, if I move it to 2, you see the current in the ammeter increase. I increase it to 4, I increase it to 6, you see it keeps on increasing. Now I increase it to 8, you see at 2 it is at 0.6, at 4 it is at 0.7, at 6 it is at 0.9, at 8 it is at 1.1, and also you see the corresponding value of the voltmeter is also increasing. So this has helped us to verify the Ohm's law, that with an increasing value of the voltage supply, the current too is also increasing. So using this experimental setup, you can be able to verify the Ohm's law.